This channel has existed for 14 days. And I originally started this channel with the goal of trying to upload for a whole year. And it's looking like it's probably going to be 6 days out of the 7 per week. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about what I've learned so far and where I want this channel to go. First of all, my name is Sebastian, and I don't think I've ever said that out there. My friends call me Seb, but it's good to meet you all. I'm a senior studying mechanical engineering, and I started this channel as a challenge. I wanted to own my own business someday, so I decided to start practicing those skills in a more comfortable manner where if I fail, it doesn't really matter right now. And so that's why I chose YouTube. I've talked about the idea of owning a business for a while, and one of my mentors told me that he thought my biggest thing that I was going to struggle with was getting started because of how much prep work that I was trying to do to make sure everything was perfect the first time around. He was right. I think we had that conversation about 7 months ago, and it only took me 7 months to start this YouTube channel and start learning. What I've learned about starting things from this channel is that you just got to come up with a few ideas and just go with one and see whichever floats the best. I think that's probably been the best videos that I've made so far, is just the videos where I choose a subject and I really feel comfortable about all of the subject matter, and then I can just rattle it out. This is super relevant to my channel just because I want it to be about topics that are relevant to me, but also relevant to the pop culture world. I've been trying to talk about news articles or things happening in most people's worlds that involve me with my Stranger Things rants and my news updates. And I think all of those things so far have been pretty good. The biggest goal of the channel is that I want it to resonate. I don't see a whole lot of Hispanic engineering point of views in this space. And I wanted to be somebody that maybe people can relate with. Maybe I've shared a lot of experiences that somebody else does. Or maybe I can start stirring the pot and coming up with ideas that other people that are like me or different than me can agree with and talk about. The first lesson that I've learned about YouTube is that it's really hard to talk to a mic. The hardest part for me about looking at a camera is that I always want to look at like my image, which is not where the camera lenses are. And I think it's always so funny because I like to make eye contact with people. And so that's why I'm always like looking off to the side in the videos, if you haven't noticed. But I know that staring into the camera is how I connect with you guys. And that has been a way harder task to deal with than what I thought it should have been. I've also learned that it's really hard to get my name out there. The reason why I didn't even want to start this thing is because it's going way out of my comfort zone. I don't like putting myself out there. If you meet me in person, I try to be the life of the party in the room, but being on a camera in a space, talking to people and not knowing who's going to watch this video, it's kind of a scary thought. And I guess with it, it's been really cool because as I've posted, I've slowly started telling more and more of my friends about this. And every single one that I've talked about has really wanted the best for me. They've tried to give me some advice as to like how to start up or what content that I should be doing. And some of them have even watched my videos and told me what they like and what they haven't liked so far. And so it's helped steepen the learning curve or flatten the learning curve a little bit. But it's still crazy to think how much more growth that I could have and how many more people could see my content. It's still something that I think about in the back of my mind that I'm trying to be scared of, but not let it hinder me. Because I think one thing with this channel too is that I wanted to learn how to overcome some of my fears about starting something and being afraid of failure and being afraid of everybody knowing about my failure or being afraid of being made fun of. And so far, I think I've done a really good job of feeling those things, but not letting it hold me back. And so that's been really nice with this channel. I also learned that it takes a lot of effort to make this happen. I'm not a full-time YouTube creator. I'm studying engineering, for God's sake. There's a lot of time that I have to spend on my major and homework alone. On top of that, I'm also working at an internship for a private company. And that's also been hard, trying to make time to go there so that way I can live outside of work and outside of school. But then having to go work on my projects or any of my homework for my classes, and then trying to make this happen on the side, it's been a little hard. Even in the first week and a half, I felt a little bit of a burnout because every single day I was just making a video and then learning how to edit and then trying to post stuff that I thought was quality. It's taken a lot more time than I was expecting it to. I'm used to just going home and doing my homework and during my free time, just playing some video games, but I haven't even made time for that because I really want to learn from this and try to make this succeed as best as I can. My biggest advice to anybody who's watching this and wants to start their own YouTube project or any of their social content creation stuff, I would just say, just get onto it. You don't even have to spend any money because everybody has a phone. I started off with just buying a phone stand, which was about $20. And since then, somebody made a comment about my microphone. And so I decided to go purchase a mic. It was about $80, super discounted and like a really good quality one. That's all the money that I've poured into here. The next amount that I want to pour into this channel is hopefully from whenever I become monetized, and use some of those proceeds to keep funding better things, like maybe a ring light, or maybe better quality microphone, or maybe even a camera. I don't know. All of those are just ideas as to like how I can keep growing. But the biggest thing is just get started, you know, put yourself out there and have some energy, be passionate about it. You don't want to do this just because you think it will be a fun job, but you're not enjoying it right now. It's one of those, oh, I'll enjoy it later, because it can't be like that. It's not sustainable that way. If you really want to start this channel, make it something that is relevant to you, that you're excited about, and that you want to share to other people. I think that's the biggest advice that I could give to anyone. As far as where I want the future of this channel to go, I want to keep posting updates on milestones that I'm achieving. And so this one is just the first 2 weeks of YouTube, a little bit harder than what I thought it was going to be. But I want to make one at the month's end and maybe 3 months in. And then if I get to any subscriber count, maybe once I get to 100, 500, and maybe even 1,000, hopefully, that would be kind of cool. But I just want to keep posting updates, because at the end of the day, this is almost like a vlog for myself. I'm learning as I'm trying to provide content to you guys. And so it's been cool. I also want to work on my humor. One thing that has really interested me in terms of YouTube is that I've seen creators that do the same type of commentary style, where they throw in their own twist or their own punchlines, and it makes it really enjoyable. And I want to be able to provide that content as well. But on my articles that I want to talk about, my news that is relevant and stuff that's going on with my life. So hopefully if I can get to that point, I start to resonate with you guys a little bit better. Hopefully you guys start to click on this thing more, and maybe I get to grow a little bit from it. But that's besides the point. The whole point of it is that I want to develop myself as a person with it, and being humorous is something that I want to be. Hopefully if I can do that with this channel, it translates to the real life and not just the audience, and maybe you guys like it too. Who knows? Next thing I want to do is flow a little bit better. Just by doing these YouTube videos and watching all of my edits, I've realized how many times I say the words like, so, because, and I'm just trying to cut them out of my vocabulary. I think those are probably words that I say all the time throughout the day. If anybody knows me, I speak a lot of brain rot terms and a lot of stupid jargon, but I've been really trying to work on it for my YouTube, and I hope that it's made the content enjoyable for you guys. I don't know if any of you guys have watched any of my videos, or if you've watched more than one, but you can kind of see the difference in from where I was and where I am now, a little bit of how I talk and my quality of edits. I think it's gotten a little bit better. That's the whole point of this, is just to keep getting better. So then looking way down the road, what other content I want to provide? I mean, I hope to go into streaming at some point. I don't really want to do it now because it doesn't make sense. I don't have a whole lot of time on my hands, and I don't think it would produce a whole lot for me. But maybe once I start to grow a subscriber count, if I do grow a subscriber count, then I hope to maybe start moving into games, moving into just personal talks. I don't know, whatever streaming is going on, that's what I hope to do. And then most importantly, I just want to be as real as I can. I don't want to have a different YouTube personality than I do in real life. Honestly, I don't understand when people told me that they thought I'd be great in front of a camera, because I never really liked being in front of a camera. It was never something that I imagined, but people told me, oh, you should do day in the life this, oh, you should do like days fashion this. And I'm like, I've tried to do it. It makes me feel uncomfortable, makes me feel weird. And trying to get over this hurdle to make YouTube content too was even weirder. But the whole point of that is to say that I've been trying to be as real with you guys as I can be. That way, if any of you guys ever met me in person, you'd be like, wow, that is literally the same guy. And that's what I want to be. I want to grow and be known for who I am as a person, and maybe people like me, maybe people don't. I guess that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I just want to be known for being real to me. That's the end of this milestone recap. Maybe in the next one I can do a little bit more true, here's what you should do, here's what you shouldn't do on YouTube. But that's all I wanted to say for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate the support. Hopefully we can keep going on this next milestone, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.